I've always been interested in women in war. That's the field that I've worked in for the last 15 years. I often find when looking at armed conflict, there's these very stereotyped ideas that men are the perpetrators and that women are always the innocent victims. Up until now, scholarship in war economies has been entirely gender blind. And what this has meant in practice is that scholarship in this has really focused on the actions of only men, who are very much the dominant and visible actors in this space. And so it really gives the impression that there's no woman involved in this space at all. And that's what made me curious. I started to wonder, are women involved in this space? What are the roles that women are playing? How do women fit into this picture? And that's really what led to this book project. This book sought to understand more about women in war economies. It sought to understand about the ways in which women are actively involved in war economies as actors and as collaborators. But it also sought to understand about other ways in which women interact with war economies. It wanted to understand about ways in which women are victimized by war economies. It wanted to see other ways in which women interact by these or are affected by these. And so this book was really a descriptive project that sought to understand women's interaction with war economies in all the different modes of interaction and all the different roles that women play in these. In addition to looking at war economies, the phenomena as a whole, what I did was I broke down war economies into examinations of a number of different component trades that you found in war economies. And so each chapter of this book looks at one different industry that really flourishes as part of war economies. So I've got chapters on the role of natural resource extraction in conflict and as part of war economies, the role of the drug trade in conflict, the role of kidnapping for ransom, that industry, the smuggling of migrants, the smuggling of goods and trade across borders. And for each of these, I sought to understand, how does this industry work in conflict and as part of war economies? And then, how do women fit into this? What are women actively doing in these? How are women affected by these? How are women victimized by these? And so I explored the roles of women in each of these component industries. Now, women's roles were very different in each. Each chapter and each industry brought this really, really interesting picture of women's participation in a particular type of wartime crime. It became clear to me that women are in fact active across various different war economy trades. But it's important to note that women generally do not play leadership roles in these. In none of the trades that I looked at did I find women playing active leadership roles in these. Often women were relegated to lower level roles, just as they often are in patriarchal societies.